What's up YouTube? How's it going for good day, evening, night, depends what time you're watching this. As long as you're here, watching is always appreciated, and you know it. Welcome back to the Connect Show. I'm Michael Prosam, and I got a menu just for you. You may have noticed I sound a little different. I look slightly better, or whatever. Will be understandable since I have a microphone and new camera. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty gonna be insane. I can be able to do more better quality video for the future. So there's that. That also means you can hear me in super high quality now. So back to the subject of the actual video, but before we actually run into the absolute subject, it's the day I'm posting this. It's my birthday, so. Yeah, happy birthday me. I better say some happy birthday in the comment section. Yeah, so it's gonna be it's my birthday, and I got something special just for y'all for this one. So I'm gonna be doing 2 tier lists for Resident Evil Reverse. 1 tier list of every character, based on my opinion, my knowledge, and my experience and fact, with no build, just the character themselves. And the second tier list will be based with the same kind of base, but this time, like, considering the fact that they have like their actual true build, or like the best build possible for the character in question. So let's jump right into it. But before we do anything about that, it's my birthday. Let's do something very special, shall we? How about a little transformation? Surprise! It's been a while since I last dressed up like this. So, yes, birthday. I got to dress up as, other than, fucking Claire, I guess. So, let's get into the tier list. So to start us off, this is going to be the tier list. I'm going to be starting as no build. I'm going to be going over every character and every creature, what they do and why do I think they deserve the specific spot, based on my opinion, knowledge, and experience, and pretty much fact. So let's get into it. So we're going to go over from the list top to the bottom. So we're gonna start out with Chris Redfield. Chris Redfield as a basic character is pretty good, pretty strong. It's pretty simple. He got a punch. He got a skill where he doesn't die for like a specific amount of time, and his passive does massive damage to creature when he's low HP. So basically, pretty strong. So by default, if you count no coin at all, no ability, Chris is very good just because of this. Because this is super strong and it makes you literally not killable for like 5 seconds. And you do massive damage to creature when you're low HP. You got a Dragoon that spray pretty carefully, and you got a very punch that does work. Quick, super well timed. Like, Chris Redfield is like one of those character that is super good, super strong by default, and super like generous towards like a newer player, because just this can save their life literally. So because of that, Chris Redfield will go up there in the S tier. So there we go. Next on the list is Jill Valentine. By default, she is the most balanced character in the entire game. She has the most perfect like skill set for a character for this type of game. She's literally the character that I would recommend if you want to master one character, like in terms of balancedness. This one is perfect because no matter what you do, even by default, it's pretty good. The Samurai Edge does good damage. The CQBR is a good assault rifle. She got good ability in the hot dog and the landmine, so that does help a lot. Let me show y'all exactly what I mean. So something I did not mention right off the bat, but the passive, whenever you dodge, you have an aura that give you like increased damage, and that includes the hot dogger as well. That does help. Like, you get a good combo, and the samurai edge does pretty good damage for default pistol. I'm all running on default, and if you want to do a good combo, this does well. It's almost one shot. It's, either way, if you hit it, it's literally just shoot him once or like something like that, and they will end up dying. Obviously, if you take capsule, it does increase your damage. Maybe not for the hot dogger, but for your weapon. So no, it doesn't increase for the hot dogger. But Jill Valentine, except that she only have 2 dodges, and she's pretty squishy compared to other character. She's not gonna be class I tier, but she's very balanced. The most balanced character in this game, and I keep repeating it because it's the case. So that being said, I'll place Jill Valentine as B tier for balance because she's literally balanced. Next up is Leon S. Kennedy. Leon, by default, is one of the tankier character, so that gave him a very huge advantage by default because he is pretty much a tanking machine other than some other character. Very aggressive with his shotgun. His shotgun does massive damage, close range obviously. It's pretty real. His Matilda kinda suck in my opinion, but there's the dual wield that the ability gives him kinda like give him a meta advantage for long range, like mid range, long range, and you got a kick for close range and the shotgun as well. Tanky bastard, and his passive is literally getting slowly getting some HP back when he's low, so that's pretty crazy. So Leon has 3 dodges, which is massive to put pressure. Most combo pretty simple, like shotgun kick for close range, and they dodge, you just follow them and keep shotgun blasting. You always shoot when you have this, like this. It give a stun, and sometimes does one shot on the head, like this. And for long range, you have this ability, which is massive. But I'm still like no build right now. It's by default, it's pretty strong, but not as strong as some other stuff that can happen to you in like our Chris can literally stall you up, and like you think you'll get him, you come in and like try to kick, but the moment you go for a kick, he will just like use his skill where you not kill him, and he will just punch you or something like that. And you have 3 dodges though, so that's pretty good, and is pretty tanky. And with his passive, is slowly gain HP eventually. It's like I was in danger, now I'm at caution. I think I can get all the way to fine by just stalling with my passive. Yeah, see, I'm fine now. So like, if you manage to win like a good fight and you're low HP and you just manage to like stall and run away, whatever, you can get your HP back. So Leon has a good arsenal. It's weird. It's not weird, but it's hard to adapt and play because you have a different playstyle than other character. But once you know how to play him, he's pretty good. For newer player, it can be rough unless your playstyle is aggressive. You might be able to do it. But based on everything I know and my knowledge and my opinion, Leon goes none other than Leon, in my opinion, by default goes in A grade because he is, like I said, he's tanky. His shotgun can be a one-shot, and it does have a little stun, and he can put pressure on some character that if they get pressured on, they're just gonna die. Yeah, you can do some damage from the distance with your Matilda or the dual wield, but rather use the dual wield because the dual wield is actually pretty strong and pretty precise with the laser sight, so that does help. So Leon is A tier in my opinion. Alright, Claire Redfield, the girl of the hour because I'm wearing her cosplay. You might think I'm not gonna place her high because she's my main and she's my girl, but let me tell you that by default, without a build, Claire is pretty weak. She does have the strongest pistol in the game, but god damn, it's hard to play her perfectly without like some of the coin that carries her for the victory. So let me show you a little bit of how she performs. So basically, if you go SMG Claire on by default, it's not good, like at all. Like it does require a lot of bullet, but if you go like the quick draw, it can do the job, but it does require some effort. So basically, you have an alternator you can throw. It's pretty much good for stunning and crowd control. Then you shoot them afterward with the quick draw. And then you have an alternate in those that whenever you're out of stamina, it replenishes everything on your stamina. Like your entire stamina gets full. And does give you a small amount of HP. But like the cooldown takes forever, and then if you're out of dodges, you just take forever before be able to dodge. But then it's like you have 4 dodges eventually, but it takes forever to have everything back in terms of cooldown. And playing against people that know to put pressure on you, you can be in deep trouble very quick. You need to play her perfectly to be able to do good with on this game, but she's not that great of a character. Like by default, you have to be very precise with your quick draw. You have to make sure that you never miss. You have to make sure that you manage your stamina to the perfection. It's rough. Because of that, Claire that would not go super high in the tier list for 0 build in my opinion. With everything being said, Claire Redfield as a character by default, I would say she's weaker than Jill, because Jill have like the AR that's good, the pistol is good, she have a good melee attack, she have mines, she have a good passive that does increase your damage. Claire, you need to play her perfectly in terms to be good. Like some newer player will come and play Claire and they will do terrible because she's hard to master at first, especially when you don't have the build for it. But when you have no build, you have to literally be perfect, and it's pretty rough. But the passive of Claire is literally be able to reload the quick draw army while dodging when it's equipped in your hand. It's not massive, but it's good to be able to spam your quick draw army. But if you miss most of your shot, it's worth nothing. So Claire, you have to manage stamina, be able to never miss your shot, and all that stuff. She had the strongest pistol in the game, though. I'll give her that. But I think in general, Jill have a better playstyle and for like newbie or whatever. It's easier to catch a good like drill with Jill at first than Claire. That's why I put Claire below Jill for this part. Oh boy, Ada fucking Wong. I will not spend too much time, but let me just say she have a flip kick that does damage and can stun you, can drop you on the floor. She have a pipe bomb arrow that does damage from like an explosion, stuns you. So basically, she hits you with both. It's pretty much GG, you're dead. The crossbow is the most broken weapon in this game. The pistol is not bad, but on default, no build, I think it's pretty bad compared to crossbow. But crossbow is just the GOAT weapon. And her passive, she can, when she's low HP, she can literally dodge out of anything, and it give her a little bit of stamina. So literally, if she's in a position that she's not supposed to be able to dodge, and she get low HP, she can dodge away right off the bat. Let me show you why I will put Ada where she will be put in the tier list. She can still one-shot, which is fucking insane. She with the capsule, she one-shot on headshot. And like I said, for example, if someone being like, you hit them like this and then you just throw a pipe bomb arrow, they're dead. You do this, they're dead. Like, Ada is just too strong, that strong. It doesn't do the animation I'm looking for, but it still stun you for every single arrow that she fucking shoot at you, no matter what it is. It's not that big stun though, so you can still dodge after this one, but it's still the fact that she's make you like stun after every single. If you're not dead, it's like every single arrow will literally just kill your ass. So yeah, she's squishy, but she makes everyone else look squishy by the way the damage she does. But because she doesn't do the animation I was actually hoping for, she will be below Chris. Because she's strong, she can one-shot, she can stun, but she's still... I think a Chris by default still is stronger than Ada. I mean, I used to hate Chris a lot when it's first released, so that says a lot. So, for no build, Ada goes below Chris. Alright, Hunk. There's nothing much to say about this guy because he pretty much suck on no build. His camouflage does not even look like a good camouflage. You can see him from almost across the map, except village map. It's the only advantage he has is if you're playing on the village map, you will barely see him in the camouflage. But other than that, it's literally you can see this guy from miles. You have a stab which can kill you or like stun you and then kills you afterward. But he have no damage and nothing really into his arsenal that makes him look good enough. But if you manage to get someone with the stab, you get cloak. While you're cloaked, you get some refresh for the cloak, so you get cloak for longer. But it doesn't really matter in the no build situation because he is pretty weak. There's nothing really much to show on him for this one. So because of that, Unk will go into C tier. Because he's one of the weakest characters in the game, but he can still do some stuff. There's one or two characters that can be worse than him. Alright, we're going into Goon Squad territory. There's not much to say about Umber Eyes. Umber Eyes have a sniper rifle, a good pistol. I love the sound of the damage of the damage of the pistol is pretty decent, but it's nothing compared to like the Quick Draw Army or the Samurai Edge. But it's a good pistol in general. I think in terms of power, it's the strongest pistol other than the Quick Draw Army. Because it does a lot of damage. And his passive, he gets cloak if you don't move, but when you have no build, the moment you do anything, you're just out of cloak, so it doesn't change much. You have a flash and you have a thermal vision, which we can see through wall, except other people are cloaked. So the only thing that can be an advantage for him while he's no build is literally be able to see people through wall and be able to flash people, I guess. But it's all rely on the damage of the weapons at the end of the day, and if he has no aim or anything, he just suck. So for that, without a build, Umber Eyes is pretty weak. So I'll give it B tier under Claire for now. Next up is K9. K9 is an interesting character. Pretty much the fastest because of his ability. So basically, he has an ability where inject him something inside him that give him a boost of speed. Can smell people, so that can make you see them through wall. And I think the more people you see, the more damage you do, and the more faster you are. You can literally zoom around like a fucking mad lad. And you can put turret on the floor. And his passive is about the more people you see, the more you faster on the other skill. You have one dodge roll, but the fact that it's only dodge roll kinda replenish kinda fast. So he can dodge quite often for the fact that he is just one dodge roll, but pretty squishy otherwise, but is very fast. Just to show you how fast he is, let me give you a quick example. So K9 right now has a decent speed, but the moment you inject yourself this, it doesn't look like much, I guess, because there's not like attacking or whatever, but he's going way faster. And he had only a dodge roll, but the stamina goes come back kind of quick. But if you get like chased by a tyrant or whatever, you might die though. He got an AR, he got a pistol. It does the job. It's not the greatest character, but it's pretty good. For that reason, a K9 will go into the B tier higher than Umber Eyes. Alright, next up is Lobo. Literally, this guy is the sprint pre of the group. He is the tankiest character of the game. But literally, the only thing he does is pray and pray. Have a charge that can help. You have an unload, which makes him hip fire and like shoot very fast. And his passive is more tanky the more he shoots. So basically, he's a sprint pre character. Nothing fancy about this guy. And on no build, he can be pretty strong because of the fact he's tanky. But it's not the biggest like threat on zero build, for real. Other than his tankiness, he's tanky and he just spray. I think he's higher tier than Unk, so he's just IC tier, I guess I would say. Night Owl is an interesting character because this guy, if you play him well, you have a drone which can be annoying to deal against, and if he have an ability close by to him, like if he have his drone or his thing on the floor, his passive makes him more tanky. So basically you have to recast the drone pretty much every time you can, and you use the rod that you put on the floor to pretty much stun people, I would say. It's what I use it for, and it does the job marvelously. I guess creature, it's kind of rough because they just keep chasing you either way. They're not gonna do anything other than that. But in my opinion, Nighthawk can be very annoying even with 0 coin, and it's pretty easy to use compared to some other character in the game. It's pretty easy to use. It does the job. There's nothing else to say about that. It's not that fancy. So Night Owl for me will go. I would say IB tier. I think it's better than Claire, because Claire, if she get like crowd control, she cannot do much about that. So yeah, Nighthawk I think is better than Claire on that part. Last and not least in terms of humans is Tundra. Hey boy, where to start? Tundra has literally nothing to defend herself, which is very rough. She runs around, she plays capsule as bait that does damage, and she have an ability where you have to hit 2 pistol shots on a target with a weird hitboxes that barely work. She's squishy. She's fast though, but she's squishy. She doesn't do much. She's very, very weak. She's literally, I have nothing for her. She's the weakest and the worst character in this game to ever exist, sadly. With no build, she's absolutely useless. So for that, she will be the D tier of this tier list for humans. And now let's go to the creatures. The Fat Molden, when you have nothing to boost it up. So basically by default, you don't have like the invulnerability shield that lasts forever. You don't have like the skill that does more damage or anything. It's literally a Fat Molden that does nothing. Unless you literally just try to get the kill with slapping, but you get stunned by almost everything. You can jump and be enraged and like do a jump attack that sometimes hits, sometimes doesn't hit, and you can self-destruct. The self-destruct is used pretty much the most often because people don't want to play the Fat Molden, so they just self-destruct. I'll try to self-destruct on someone to get the kill. That does work as well, but pretty weak. It's literally the consequence of not picking Candy Capsule in the game. You just get this fat fuck. Oh, for that matter, the only thing that works in Tundra is this guy. Literally, because even a Tundra can fucking kill this fucker. The Lycan. The Lycan. What's good about a Lycan with the other build is that it's super fast. It does have the speed to literally catch up on anything, even though the hitboxes are weird, but that's another subject. If you hit anyone with the combo, it does pretty much a guaranteed kill. The Lycan is just fast. It's have an hammer that swings, sometimes miss, sometimes doesn't miss. It's pretty weird. It's hard to kill though because it's fast and it does move fast. It's harder to kill than some other creatures. So because of that, I'll classify a lichen in the C tier. And I'll say probably middle, around that for sure. Hunter, I think Gamma it's called. Like we'll say Counter Wire, whatever. It's good because it has a long range spit, so basically you can like stalk people and spit on them and try to get ahead and try to do a combo. If you manage to hit people and hit them, it's massive. But the big downfall of this creature, it's his entire mouth is counted as a headshot, so it's easy as hell to kill it unless you spam you with spit, but most of the time it's very easy to kill a hunter. Like I don't struggle that much to kill one, so without a build it's pretty weak and easy to kill. I still think it's slightly better. It's better than a Lycan for sure, so I would say either top C or bottom B. Yeah, bottom B, because it's still a little balanced, but it's good. It's just the big ass mouth that makes him easy to kill. That's why he's like bottom B. The Lycan, he's fast, but I feel like that's the only thing he got better. He's harder to kill because of his fast, but his boxes doesn't work half the time, so people can actually take advantage of that and dodge and kill him. So yeah, the Lycan is harder to kill than the Hunter, but the Hunter is more annoying because he can spit on you from long range and actually hit you, unlike the Lycan that barely hit you most of the time. So there's that. That's my opinion. Alright, Jack Baker, the one that is truly overpowered for a one capsule creature. Basically, you have a scissor chainsaw that you can swing with. He does have like that spinning attack, and does have the punch that welcomes you to the family. Basically, it's almost impossible to headshot him because he's protecting himself with the scissor chainsaw. So the only time you can actually like do something about that is if you swing and like is stunned somewhere, you can land an headshot or two, but most of the time you're gonna bust his kneecap for most part, and that's pretty much it. Jack it's a fucking good creature for one capsule. To be honest, I think he should deserve the 2 capsule spot because he's way stronger than the others in terms of like how tanky he is, because of you cannot headshot him and stuff. That's wild. For no build and stuff, it's wild. So Jack Baker will go all the way to A tier because he's just that good. I think even no, I would even say he's better than Leon in terms of like by default. It's just crazy. Nemesis. So he has a rocket launcher that is weird because sometimes he does not shoot where you want him to shoot. If you hit him while he's aiming at you, he sometimes will just aim at the sky and then your rocket will go to Mars. He does have a tentacle attack that he put his hand on the floor, and then if you're like in range or if you're not behind the wall, anything, there's a tentacle gonna come on the floor just for you to get hit by. And what else? Well, you can if you camouflage, the second hit will not happen. But other than that, oh, he can box you to death. So literally, he just spam punch and stun you, lock you to death. That's another thing he can do. And I think just because of that, just because of the punching non-stop, because no build, it doesn't matter. He will just punch you and kill you. Just because of that, I think. Just because of the punching and everything, I think Nemi goes straight to S tier. Because fighting against other creature, he can just unlock you with his punch, and it's just god tier crazy. The Super Tyrant have a jump attack and like a running slashing thingy that can finish you off. He's fast. He does like slashing attack, does a junk attack, but it's nothing too crazy. Without build, it's nothing too crazy. If you spam the ability, you will end up not be able to have enough energy to do anything. It's not. It's good, but it's not as strong as an enemy punching you to death. So, because of that, the Super Tyrant will go below S tier, right under enemy. So this is, for my opinion, the tier list of Resident Evil Reverse, based on just everything without build. So this is what I think and what it looked like and what it should be. So let me know if you agree or not, what you think about it. That's my personal opinion and that's my tier list. So alright, so for this next one, tier list will be literally the same. We're gonna do the same order, sort of, but I'm not gonna show a lot of example on this one. You guys saw most of them. It's nothing too fancy. Just some character that with build, I'll just show you why their color will be where they are. So we started out with Chris Redfield. Chris Redfield with a build. When you use your ability to not die, you can make it longer. And if you have the right Queen, because without Queen you can get stunned by like an alternator or spark shot or flash grenade, stuff like that. That's not supposed to stun you but will. If you have the right Queen, nothing will stun you. You will not die, and the thing will last for like 10 seconds, which is massive. So then, depending what you do, Chris is very strong. He's still very new friendly, is easy to use, nothing too fancy about it. It's the same old, it's just stronger, I guess. So S tier. Jill will literally go again B for balance. She always will be top B because she's super balanced, and this time it's don't make no difference. She's slightly stronger, obviously, but it still remain balance. It's her spot. B for balance. She's completely balanced, the most balanced character in the game. No matter what you do, it will work. You can do mind build only, it will end up working. An odd dogger build only, a main build general, it will work. She's just that good in terms of variety of build you can do with characters in this game, and this is Jill Valentine for you. Very new friendly as well because she's easy to use, easy to learn, and easy to master. It's an easy character to play and fun at the same time. Alright, Leon for this one. With the build I cook, it could be different, I guess, but with build you can make Leon so much tankier and be able to put more pressure. And if you manage to capitalize on everything that your character is built around, you can make Leon an all-rounder. Literally be able to be good on long range, mid range, short range, be a tanky bastard that dodge a lot. It's simple. Leon, I think, jumps straight to S tier from that alone, but below Chris and many other that will go there. Alright, Claire Redfield. I will show y'all exactly the one thing and why people play her with build, and the reason why she will be classified where she is in the tier list. Alright, so none other than, you see this aura, golden aura? Basically, this is a coin that makes Claire invulnerable, literally invulnerable to any income damage for 2 seconds, 2-3 seconds. It's enough to turn the table around. So basically, I go towards that unk that shoots, no damage at all. It's just that people abuse this so much hard, and they get carried by this coin. Just because they do this, they win 60-70 more fight. And if you build around like damage on a quick draw, fire rate, and like ammo capacity, which is not my case, but like most case, you can destroy a lobby. Because if you have the ammo capacity, you go straight up to 9 capacity. So So it's like 9-shot, dodge, another 9-shot, dodge. Then you do this, it's like 9 other, like already 21 shot. It's nice, like fucking 32 shot. It's just 32 shot in not a lot of time. It's a lot, and it's the strongest pistol in the game. So basically people abuse this because of this, and they just abuse the quick draw power. That simple. For that reason, Claire will go S tier. You could argue Chris and Claire are like they're on the same level, but I would say Claire is stronger than Chris with Bill. It's just so strong. Like someone using the quote meta build, it's so fucking hard to play against that, and people abuse this the invisibility queen like crazy, more than like many others. Alright, Ada fucking Wong. Now you guys will see why she will be where she is in the tier list. I will just show you. Alright, so basically if you have a good build with Ada, you're supposed to be able to do this. You see this animation? This is the most broken animation in existence in this game. If you don't one-shot, which I'm literally just one-shotting everyone on the body, by the way. It does this animation where you get stunned and you do the kneel for the queen animation, and you just you cannot dodge this entire time that he does it. Like this entire time, you cannot dodge. Now he would be able to dodge. It's just crazy. If we talk about like massive damage, it's like it can get. Right now I don't have like the build good enough to be able to get that high damage, but it can go up to for 1,300 something, but it still does massive damage, and the stun is just massive. It's just too strong. Just this animation alone, this is strong enough to make everyone rage, including me. It's crazy. And for that reason, you girl go straight up on the top of the S tier and you will stay there forever. With Bill, Ada is the most broken character. If I would put an extra layer, and that would be just Ada, because Ada is just that strong. She's so broken. And a lot of players with IMMR use her, and gosh, it's annoying. But hey, it's part of the game, cannot do anything about it, but it's just so fucked. Alright, Hunk with build is definitely stronger, because it does still have the advantage of village, but with the good coin you can make his camouflage be less visible. And gosh, it's so good. You can sometimes you just don't see the guy. You don't even see yourself sometimes when playing him. And it's just that crazy. You can increase the range of the stab he does. The stab does sometimes is weird. Sometimes you stab the air. But just the fact that you can barely see him and he can be doing massive damage with proper build just change everything. And for that reason, he's gonna be put in like B tier. He just jumped a tier because of that. Alright, Umber Eyes with Bill is literally the most newbie friendly character in the game, and I'll show you exactly why. So you see this little guy have a coin called Thermal Vision Lock Module. So what it does, it literally, when you activate this, you literally get yourself a fucking M-bot. So we count the fact that, and the range of it is pretty insane. So you ever wonder why you got killed by a fucking Umber Eye from the map? They literally just have this. And with the right build, they can fucking one-shot you. And it tracks pretty well as well. It's literally the most newbie-friendly coin in existence and character just because of that coin. That small coin literally give everyone everything. Literally. It's that simple. Because of that, Umber Eyes moves straight up to A tier. He's almost S tier, but he's very A tier. It's almost as annoying as Ada, but he's very loud, but it's still annoying. A noob can pick up Umber Eyes and win a game because of that lockup module. But these above him are very strong either way. It's not a big of a deal. Alright, K9, simple. I will not waste too much time. It's the same kind of situation. It's just that you can like modify to be able to dodge more often with dodge recovery, make him faster or make more damage, but he's still in generally like pretty decent. So B, I will not go over too long. Lobo, same thing. He's just like he's still tanky, still everything, but he still remain a C tier. Night Owl can be the most annoying piece of shit in with the build because if done right and if done properly, he puts his rod on the floor that makes your control inverted. So basically, you end up running in like some weird ass places because you try to control your character, but it's inverted, and because of that, you go straight to A tier because it's goddamn strong, it's goddamn OP, and it's very annoying. Tundra with the build, without a build, it's still the worst character in the game. I make her look like she's super strong sometimes, but she's still very weak. Unless you're Einstein and you manage to outplay everyone, she's very weak. I might consider moving her to low C tier, and that's pretty much just it. Alright, creatures. Molden stays the same, even if you have a build, it's pretty bad. The Lycan, I guess with a specific build, I'm gonna show you why in a second. I can move him top C. That's pretty much. Jack Baker moves top A. He's still top A. Still very strong. The Hunter literally move mid B because it remained the same. He can spit more often, but like he's still easy to kill nonetheless. But now it's time to go for the big boy, and now I'm gonna have to show you some examples. So I have a position at 2 Queen that make my skill energy being reducer. So basically I can spam a lot of skill. You can put it on for every creature, on every character. It does work the same, but it's massive for these two. So imagine being able to spam rocket launcher almost like a fucking Gatling. Like I just shot 4 rocket in like minutes, like seconds. It's just that strong. And it can still punch you to death and stun lock you and shit. Like it's Nemi's still strong. So, but the best example for this scenario is the Tyrant. So you remember like some of the guys are like spamming this attack a lot, the leaping strike. Let's see how many times I can spam it non-stop with the reducers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can do up to 11 jump strike in a row brainlessly. Literally just spam this thing. People already spamming it without even doing that thing. Imagine 11 goddamn jumping attack coming at you, and if you play a little smart, you just go shorter, then you do this, then you do this, then you do this. Like it's just so massive. It's crazy. 11, it's a lot. For this reason, I classify Tyrant there and Nemi around there, somewhere like that. I think this is. Yeah, this is perfect like this. So this is my tier list for all the characters and creatures, but if you have them with like their proper build, like a very good build in general. Gosh, it's a lot of work, but it was worth. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoy this type of content. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any suggestions for any game in general, or reverse or anything. I'll see you in the back end if I can. Until then, hopefully you guys enjoyed these two tier lists, this video, and I'll catch you next one. Peace and GG's.